Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime Kaiju Girl Caramelise. Synopsis on any list. Kuroi Akaishi just wants a normal high school life, but that's impossible with a rare condition that turns her into giant kaiju whenever her emotions spike. Things get even worse when she falls for Arata Minami, the most popular boy in class. Now every blush, heartbeat, and crush could trigger monster transformation. Can Kuroi survive high school love before it destroys everything around her? Now, like people want to describe, this is essentially a rom-com with a twist. As always, there has to be something going on. In this case, our main character, Kuroi, which is the girl in the picture, she can transform into kaiju. It's Godzilla, essentially Godzilla. And you see it in the background. It's giant. And luckily, she's still in control and she can try not to hurt people. But it is going to make life a little bit hard. Now, as is described, she's living her life, she's fine, everything is good. Whenever her emotions spike, she could turn into kaiju, which is fine because she has learned to cope with it. Whenever she finds her emotion a little bit too hard to deal with, she is listening to music, she likes metal, and that is going to calm her down. That works fine so far until she falls in love with Arata Minami, which is where our story really begins. And whenever they are too close, she's getting those emotions. She may turn into the kaiju. Now, we don't really have a good picture of the kaiju itself. One big caveat is she does not always. Here we have a nice picture. There's the kaiju. It's giant. It's literally Godzilla without being Godzilla. Now, she doesn't necessarily turn into a kaiju all the time. What happens before that is that parts of her body change first. We get a tail, we get maybe the horns, maybe the back. Here we have like the horns. She always has these kinds. This is her hair. Sometimes, as in the picture, you see like her back coming out, the horns, the feet, and the arm maybe. So it's not necessarily that she's going from 0 to 100. There are stages. And this is the basic part of the story. We have a girl that is able to transform into kaiju whenever her emotions spike. She falls in love with this guy that also seems to be very fond of her. So whenever they are together a little bit too much, she can't bear these emotions and potentially transforms. And we have to deal with it. Now, her mom knows about her transformation. It seems like that she's not entirely human. There are the show lets me believe that she got born from an egg somehow. At least it is what this looks like. I have no idea how this is really categorized. Is she a human that transforms into kaiju, or is she a kaiju that is transformed into a human because of her parents? I don't really know. Doesn't matter. Not really. Just for me. But that is how the story goes. It's like comedy, romance, a little bit of drama because she has to live with not really being able to follow her love too much, because whenever she gets too close to the guy, she transforms and then she can potentially hurt people. She also believes that whenever she transforms, he may not really like her, which I guess it is a fair fear to have. I know the internet, there are people that would totally be okay with her. We naturally have also other characters. We have her mom. In the picture, we don't really have too many other characters. This one got newly introduced. This is her mom. This one is more or less a new character. This is also a family member, so to say. This one is interesting. Now, this is a gray-haired girl, and she grew up with kaiju stuff, and she loves kaiju. She really loves kaiju, so much that she is essentially trying to marry this kaiju, and she believes that our girl is essentially the kaiju priestess, because wherever she is, a kaiju appears. Now, granted, I would not consider, if I was in a similar situation, I would not consider someone turns into kaiju just like that. But that is the anime. It's a romance comedy between a girl that transforms into kaiju whenever her feelings get too big, and a guy that those two trying to be in a relationship potentially, and all the stipulations that come with that. It's going to be crazy. Are there more kaijus? I don't know. Maybe. I'm assuming there are going to be more kaiju. Maybe there are more kaiju in human form as well. That could be very interesting. But that is at least where we are. The quality, I mean, you can see it is I find a very bright show. It is definitely not dark in neither the art style nor the tone. Animation is good. I don't even know where I got the little pictures. There we go. The eyes, I really like the eyes, the detail in the eyes, which is a nice touch. The kaiju looks pretty dope. I really like the kaiju. I mean, look at it. That's a pretty awesome looking kaiju, right? Animation is good. Art style I find very appealing. It's pretty bright. It is a romance comedy, mostly. I do like the characters. I can understand our main character pretty well. The male character also seems pretty solid. All the surrounding characters have all their own little bit of appeal. And so far, it seems like an enjoyable little show about a girl that turns into kaiju. Let's see what other people thought. AniList has it at 76%. My anime list at 7.6 with 6.7k user. Pretty solid. I would put it at like an 8 out of 10. It's a good show.